Minister Slingshot, blind people's story. This is General Degree. Keep watching. God bless. I could have who say, Granny no miserable. If you live with your granny, you wait on granny too. Boo.
Well, it's all about blind Minister Slingshot Medea with my blind brother from a different mother. Bro, it's a blessing to meet you. My right name is Anthony Summons and you are?
Denzel Samuel Thompson.
Glory be to God. Today, I want to give God thanks for the founder of Juicy Patty, Mr. Juki Chin, and his wife, Mrs. Chin, for sponsoring these mic. Today, we are in Maypen, Clarendon, Longsville Park, to be exact. And as we always said, we use one stone, kill two birds. In other words, I, Minister Slingshot, is gonna interview two of my blind brother from Longsville Park today. So, Sir Thompson,
yes,
share with us. Do you have a pet name, nickname, or any other name persons call you?
Well, pet name or even nickname, or they call me Sammy in
Sammy.
my professional, or Mr. Thompson.
All right, to God be the glory. So, share with YouTube, Sir Sammy, where originally in Jamaica you were born?
Well, I'm a St. Catherine native, originally Spanish Town man.
Okay, glory be to God. So as I've mentioned in the beginning, we are in Longsville Park. So share with YouTube, what's the reason or purpose you leave in Spanish Town and come to Clarendon?
Well, it's family. Because of expansion of the family, I moved from St. Catherine to Clarendon here to take up residency for the past 9 years now.
Understand. Thanks for sharing that. So, share with us, Sir Sammy. Do you have brothers and sisters?
Yes, I do. The second to last of 7 kids.
Yeah? Say that again.
The second to last of 7 kids.
Mighty God. Glory
So I have
be to
4
God.
sisters and 2 brothers.
Glory be to God. And what about mommy and daddy? They are...
Well, they're more deceased.
Okay. My condolences.
Thank you.
Glory be to God. So, Sir Sammy, share with YouTube, where did you attend school?
Well, Spanish Town, St. Catherine. And in my latter time, yes, most of my schooling is in St. Catherine.
Understand.
Yes.
So, tell us, Sir Sammy, what was your fun time? What was it like for you growing up as a child?
Well, it was excellent, Because I'm a 70s person, so growing up is late 70s, early 80s. And it was all fun,
Glory be to God. And share with us also, Sir Sammy, what was it like concerning food on the table with the rest of siblings growing up with mommy and daddy?
Well, tell you the truth, sometimes it was always there. And the funniest thing is, as children, you will never know whether there was struggle or not, because we always have food on the table, understand me? And we're well taken care of. So, mother, make sure she did her job. Daddy was there, but mommy was the head person. And we really never know what is lacking until we're like in late teen, you know? Yeah.
That's a blessing, man.
Yeah.
So, share with YouTube, what job mommy and daddy usually do at the time?
Well, my father used to work at a factory, several different factories. The last major factory was the Carry Pipe factory on Scarlet Road.
That's in Kingston?
No, man, St. Catherine.
Spanish Town, okay.
Yeah, man, St. Catherine.
Okay.
Because we're mostly St. Catherine based. My father originated from Manchester. My mother is from St. Mary originally. So they came together and we reside in St. Catherine.
Understand. So
my mother was a domestic worker. Mom get out and domestic work wasn't easy. Because back in those days, she was doing like 2-3 jobs a day. And that wasn't easy. And instead of you working for a person, she's a person now give me that inspiration or the knowledge to know that, hey, it's better to work for yourself and that is better to earn more and provide more for your family.
That's a blessing. So, Sir Sammy, I realize that you speak brilliant, yeah, and based on how you were grown by mommy and daddy, you seem like a ambitious young man. So share with us, what did you do after you left school?
Well, leaving school, the first thing you do as a youngster, you try to get a job. Understand me? My first job was a swimming instructor at Spanish Town YMCA. Then I did auto mechanic. And then gradually moved from that. Because of the auto mechanic, as a child, I was experiencing some vision problem. Glasses was there, but it wasn't fixing it.
Before we get to the vision part of it, can you just repeat that first job you started after you left school?
A swimming instructor at Spanish Town YMCA.
Wow, powerful. So you're a man good in the water?
Yes, I can rescue a person or teach persons how to swim, basic swimming strokes.
Beautiful. That's a blessing, man. Okay, so you doing those jobs after you left school, you want to share with YouTube, did it become like this profession that you could depend on to start a family for yourself? Did you start a family at that time when you start to do this job?
No, because as a young man, the first thing you try to do is to get a job you can earn your own and you can contribute to the family. Understand me? Helping to pay bills and stuff. So that job wasn't a highly paid job, but it could fill some gaps. I could be able to take care of myself and make some little savings, but that was my passion. I enjoy it, but it was my passion. My passion was auto mechanic, especially heavy duty auto mechanic.
Understand. So share with us, Sir Sammy, did you get the opportunity to do what you love, what you preferred, which would be the automatic thingy?
Yes, man. Auto mechanic. Heavy duty auto
yes.
mechanic mean we specialize working on diesel engine, especially truck tractors, excavators, generators. So I got my dream. Yes, I did.
Amazing. And share with YouTube and those who are watching and listening, did you do that profession in Jamaica or overseas, and how many years?
Well, I did it in Jamaica for the past about 12 years.
Wonderful.
And because of the 12 years.
Okay, beautiful. So, Sir Sammy, at that time now when you start to work at that company, did you start a family based on what you start to earn now?
Not at the moment, because I was like doing heavy duty mechanic. You start to, in early 20s, you find that, hey, starting a family wasn't that important. What I was thinking about is to just enjoy yourself, go places, having a good time. I was one of those child that lived at home with my mom. I was very close to my mother, regardless I go out and work. Other siblings had moved out on their own, but I was one of the siblings that was always living with my mother because I'm very close with her.
Understand. Okay, powerful. And you want to just remind YouTube and those who are watching, what position you fall of the 7 kids?
The 6th.
Okay.
Second to last of.
Okay. So in other words, Sir Sammy, you are mommy's boy then, man?
Not necessarily, but not my mother's favorite. The first boy was my mother's favorite, but she treated me very passionately. She was very affectionate to me and all of my siblings.
Understand. Thanks for sharing that, Sir Sammy. So you originally born in St. Catherine. What was it like for you living in Clarendon for over 9 years? You like it in Clarendon? What was it like for you?
Well, coming to Clarendon is a change. One of the things is living in St. Catherine, you're used to a faster pace. And that's why coming to Clarendon is a slower pace and things doesn't move that quickly. So because of that, I generally always do most of my business in Kingston.
Okay, understand. Thanks for sharing that, Sir Sammy. So, in other words, you don't mind traveling back and forth up to now from Clarendon to St. Catherine to Kingston. You don't find it as a problem?
No, because I know how to travel. I've always been traveling and I love traveling.
Understand. Thanks for sharing that. So when I say traveling, you know, based on you as a man who love travel, have you ever traveled outside of Jamaica before?
Yes.
You want to share with YouTube where you have traveled before?
Okay, the first time I've traveled overseas, I was 18-year-old and I went on an exchange program with the Caribbean. So I traveled from Jamaica to Barbados by
Okay.
airplane, and then we traveled from Barbados to Trinidad and Tobago on boat. And that was a wonderful experience. I spent 18 days on that journey.
Interested. Okay. Thanks for sharing that. Yeah, man, as I've mentioned in the beginning, you seem like a very ambitious young man. But we want to know, YouTube and everyone who is watching and listening want to know, Sir Sammy, share with us, how did you lose your physical sight?
Well, my physical sight is a degeneration. So it didn't just go whops. It take time. So I realized when I was doing heavy duty mechanic,
Yes, sir.
I find that I was developing problem to find timing marks on the parts to assemble my engines or to work on different parts of the unit that I'm working on.
Yes.
So I went to the doctor and get more consultation. Went around several different specialists, university, private specialists, even overseas, because I went as far as to Curacao
Yes,
to
sir.
get just to see a specialist to see what could be done or correct my vision problem. And that's the time when I finally got that this problem I said a problem I having is a hereditary situation.
Okay.
So it gave me some time to plan ahead. It wasn't easy, being honest. Because the first thing you know that, hey, this problem can't fix with glasses. It can't fix medically. So what you need to do? Yeah, of course, you will go in and you start to look on yourself, introspective. Why me, Lord? Why me? But sitting down and say, why me? That wasn't for me. And I remember my mother said, no matter what problem you get into, there is always a solution.
Amen.
So I just sit down, I think about it for weeks, then it turned into months. And then I said, hey, you need to come up with something to do, or the way you can work, continue to work in for yourself without having too much assistance. Because if you can catch a timing on an engine or to put in the right parts, it can be devastated. So I said, all right, I have to depend on a lot of persons to do that. So what I did is to say, all right, I'm going to change my career. And my ultimate choice was to get something to do with my hands. I like to use my hands a lot. And
Yes,
I chose massage therapy.
Okay. Wonderful, beautiful. But share with YouTube and those who are watching and listening, Sir Sammy,
Yes.
do you remember that particular day when you go to work? What was it like when you observed that you cannot see properly? Do you remember that particular day? How
Well-
it started?
Well, how it started, well, the first thing, just looking out, you have a blind spot in your eyes. That's a dot, and it's like the eyes keep seeing this dot in my vision. And, you know, I said, no. I blink my eyes, and no matter how I blink the eyes, that dot couldn't come out. And then that's when I said, no, something wrong with my eyes. I asked a person to look in my eyes if you see anything on my eyeball.
Yes, sir.
And they said no. So I said, you know, let me go check with the doctor. And when I go and check with the doctor, that's when I know that I had a bleeding at the back of the eye. So I take the necessary step, go into the doctors, getting treatment and all of that.
Okay, thanks for sharing that, Sir Sammy. So you would have go to a couple eye specialists,
Yes.
even overseas. Yeah?
Yes.
You want to share with us where in the world, what part of the world you would do the first operation on both of your eyes?
Well, I've never done an operation. It was always suggested. Because the first place suggests for me to do an operation It was by the University Hospital in Kingston.
Yes, sir.
They suggested that it was a new technology came on, which is the laser operation. They said that it could have sealed the back of the eye and stop the bleeding at the back of the eye. The cost of it was very expensive, but it's not the cost, that's why I shy away from it, it's the risk. At the time, I could have seen in the day, poor at nights, but I could still see to move around. With a risk, a doctor went to look on you and said, hey, if you do this operation, there is no guarantee that it will work, but it will stop the bleeding and you can lose all of what you have now. And it's not just one eye, it was both of the eyes they want to do it in. So I refused, because I said whatever little sight I have, I rather maintain it until it goes, more than try and fix it, and instead of try to fix it, it only get worse or go totally bad.
Understand. Thanks for sharing that. So you are saying both of your eyes, doing operation on both eyes would be risky.
Very risky.
So share with YouTube, Sir Sammy, because you have never do an operation on both of your eyes. What was the result from these eye specialists concerning your physical sight? Is it that they are saying to you that if you should chance it by doing the operation, there's a possibility you could get back your physical sight? What did they share with you?
Well, few of them wanted to convince me to do the operation out by UA. Other specialists that I went to in Jamaica, they said that, well, the operation won't help. And then I go overseas and they said the same thing to me.
Understand.
But the beauty that they say to me, well, with my sight problem, it's a hereditary problem. It only, the older I get, it reduces sight. So I said, okay, I'd rather take that chance more than do the operation and lose total sight.
Understand. Thanks for sharing that, Sir Sammy. So right now, Sir Sammy, as we are on YouTube, for those who are watching from America, England, Canada, and elsewhere in the world, share with us, can you see anything at all, or you are 100% blind just like me?
Well, I can glimpse, I can know night and day. Can barely see a bit of darkness or shadows. Because my situation is retinitis pigmentosis. Layman terms, night blindness. So if the day is bright, I might see shadows. No. But back in the days, I could have been able to see, but I couldn't see from far. I would have most of my challenges at night.
Okay, so for now, Sir Sammy, you can barely glance, which it probably look blur. If the time is sunny, well bright, to you it would be blur. That's what you meant?
In some sense, yes.
So in other words, how can you get around based on your situation? Just like me, I normally would have to work with my wife or my daughter or somebody else who can see physically. What it's like for you based on that little glance that you have, especially in the daytime. Do you travel with a cane? Do you travel with someone? How do you do it?
Well, presently, I travel on my own using a cane. I was trained how to use a cane to move around.
Okay. Okay. And share with YouTube, Sir Sammy, how long you lost your physical sight? How much years?
You could say roughly, it's been gradually going from about 25 years.
Amazing, my brother. But you know, I cannot see you physically, but trust me, you don't sound like somebody who cannot see physically. What motivates you over the time?
Well, one of the biggest thing is when you're becoming a parent, because that's when I made my choice of I really need to give up my present job at the time was a heavy duty mechanic. I was becoming a father.
Okay.
And depending on others to get work done, it is not an easy task getting done. So that's why I moved from heavy duty mechanic and chose massage therapy. And becoming a father, I said to myself, well, the first thing I need to do is to get reskill. So I went out, got training, certified, and then moved in the field of massage therapy. And I've been doing that for the past 22 years.
Okay, glory be to God. Before I finish the interview, I'm just gonna ask you just to share your contact number, yeah man, based on your profession, the type of job that you are doing. So just in case anyone out there, you know, they could give you a call, yeah man. So share with us. I realize that you are a dad, as you mentioned.
Yes.
You wanna share with YouTube and those who are watching and listening. Did you get, is it, how many kids you have?
Just one child.
Just one.
A son.
Thanks for sharing that. You want to share with us, did you got that son when you have your physical sight or after you lost your sight?
I had physical sight, but it was deteriorating.
Okay, wonderful. To God be the glory. Married, anything of that sort? I'm sure you
No,
too.
not at the moment.
Okay, because you sound like a brilliant young man, you know. You know? Yeah, man. And when I say brilliant, I notice that most women, you know, majority of women love men who are brilliant, even if they had a disability. Once the man is ambitious, brilliant, I guess most women don't watch our disability. Yeah, man. So you say you're not married yet, Sir Sammy?
No, not at the moment.
Okay. Understand. Glory be to God. So what it's like for you, even now, in other words, because you don't really have like a partner in your life, what's it's like for you in terms of you want to go out on the road, you know, you want to cook some food, you want to do shopping, what it's like for you?
Well, I do all these things for myself, but I still get some assistance like shopping. Because of the new money that Jamaica has made, it has made things easier for me to check money on my own and not depend on others. Or to be swindled anymore, because I used to be a swindler when I go to shop on my own.
Yeah. So
but I do.
Hold on there, Sir Sammy. Hold on there, because you make me kind of sound jealous, you know, Sir Sammy. As I've said, me 100% blind. I'm going to share my story very soon, YouTube. But are you saying you know how to handle this money?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes. These new money were made for persons like us with visually or totally blind, because there is special marks and each and every one of these currency that help us to know or to differentiate which one of these money is what. So you can tell from the 50 to the 2,000 right up to the $5,000.
Wow.
So they have special markings that even myself, I have gone to Bank of Jamaica.
Yes, sir.
To get the first feel of these money, different marks and the different currency before they came out. Yes, so I can give you all the markings on each of what the currency that is there now.
Share with YouTube and those who are watching and listening what encouraging word you want to share with all of us. You could go ahead.
Well, one of the things that I would always share with person is self-independence. Dependent on another person can be rough. It can be very challenging because depending on another person, they will abuse you at times. Understand? So when you can be self-sufficient, it's always the best way. You do get help, especially when you do have disability. Even person who do have a disability get help. But when you can help yourself, that is what is always important. The Bible tells you, ask and it shall be given, and seek and you shall find it. So if you get up and you seek, you will find something that you can survive or to earn from. And if you ask, the Lord will bless you with things that you can be able to work with.
Wow. Powerful. Amen. Let the church said, amen, YouTube. Sir Sammy, powerful. Thanks for sharing those encouraging words. Yeah, man. And I'm just gonna ask you just to share with YouTube and those who are watching and listening your telephone number.
I want to thank you first for this interview.
No problem.
And I'm a professional massage therapist. I do house calls, but presently I've got a base in Kingstown, 15A Bremer Avenue. And you can call, my phone number is 876-886-7624.
Can you share that again, please?
The phone number is 876-886-7624.
Glory be to God. Yeah, man, as I've said before, I'm really encouraged and blessed by your story. And I'm sure those who are watching and listening on YouTube are being blessed. Read it! St. Matthew chapter 7, verse 7. It said, knock and it shall open. Seek and you shall find. Ask and it shall be given. YouTube, remember to share, like, subscribe, and comment. And please turn on your post notification. Sir Sammy, always remember that 7 is God's perfect number. And because you are the 6th child of 7, you are a purpose, you are a blessing. God bless you, YouTube. Thanks for watching. God bless you all.